Alright, so I'm Connor Rowe and my presentation is on internet echo chambers. So, first of all, there are many different ways to describe internet echo chambers. Amanda Hess, a writer for ESPN, Wired, and the New York Times, wrote in a New York Times article, "The filter bubble describes the tendency of social networks like Facebook and Twitter to lock users in a personalized feedback loop, each with its own news sources, cultural touchstones, and political inclinations. When users get into these echo chambers, they tend to only receive information that confirms their biased preconceptions rather than be exposed to other people's ideas. As Edward Kessler stated in the first article in the stimulus package, ironically a consequence of the huge array of online communities and the ease of finding those with specific interests and the tendency to self-select into like-minded groups, lessening the opportunity to encounter and to learn from those with perspectives and opinions and be exposed to other voices. It may seem at first that it is the user putting themselves into these echo chambers, but as more and more social media platforms arise, echo chambers are being made without the user even noticing. Eli Parcier, an author who gave a TED Talk on this topic, did a little experiment showing this happening. I was clicking more on my liberal friends' links than on my conservative friends' links, and without consulting me about it, it had edited them out. Eli's experiment shows that as these social media platforms develop, they're dividing different users based on how they tend to spend their time on these platforms. Now you may be asking, why is this so important? Well, especially since the 2016 election, there has been huge controversy over this idea. This has also led to the adoption of the phrase fake news. Internet echo chambers have led to an enormous amount of political discourse these past few years. With so many echo chambers arising, is causing ignorance and intolerance from all sides of the political spectrum. Also, with these echo chambers dividing the internet users, misinformation has significantly increased. As Kessler also states in the stimulus package, unfortunately, the democratization of information and the increase in user-generated content also makes it easier for misinformation and negative content to proliferate online. When internet users become separated due to their social or political views, it is expected that all the different sides of the spectrum in their own echo chambers will generate information that supports only their view. An example of this happening is the anti-vax movement. A journalist states the results of a study done on echo chambers states that we observed the same dynamics in a study of 55 million Facebook users in the US. Users avoided cognitive discord by consuming information that supports their pre-existing beliefs. Moreover, we found that over time, people who embrace conspiracy theories in one domain, say the connection between vaccines and autism, will seek out such theories in other domains. Now the problem is that people cling to like-minded groups on social media like Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter establishes extreme bias, misinformation, and lack of understanding in today's political arena. And my resolution and conclusion is that in order to fix this problem, we need to organize platforms on the internet like Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter to expose the user to all sides of the spectrum, no matter what topic.